Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, January 3, 2025. The mandate of the National Works Agency NWA will be revised to improve its ability to manage road infrastructure effectively across the island. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness made the announcement at the recent launch of the Spark program in East Kingston. Dr. Holness says the NWA is currently not equipped to handle many of the tasks being assigned to it.
The NWA is now being asked to administer roads, even roads that are not under their jurisdiction. And clearly there are other functions that have arisen under the management of roads, which the NWA was not capacitated to do. So we are going to have to review the role and functions of the NWA and possibly create either an additional unit or expand the NWA. Because the crisis that we face with roads now, the NWA is not sufficient to manage it. And as it relates to the immediate response of, for example, being able to address a pothole when it is a pothole and not when it is a crater, that's a big issue. So we need to be able to have rapid response to deteriorating road conditions.
Looking ahead, the Prime Minister highlighted the significant volume of roadwork anticipated over the coming years, noting the need to equip contractors with the necessary resources and support to ensure timely and effective road repairs.
Contractors are a critical element of the road maintenance ecosystem. And Jamaica is blessed with several contractors. Many of them perform very well. But where we are now and the scope of work that is to come, we will have to sit with our contractors in a mutual way to assist them as much as possible in increasing their own capacity to deliver complicated projects and the best quality work.
The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF is reporting a significant reduction in major crimes across several divisions for 2024. The update was made by Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake in a statement summing up last year's achievement for the police force. Hanover, Westmoreland, Trelawney and St. James in Area 1 all recorded reductions in major crimes including murder. Figures for Area 2 Division show a high of 35% reduction in St. Anne to a modest but steady decline of 7% in Portland. Clarendon led the downward trend for the Area 3 Division with 35%, St. Elizabeth recorded 33%, and Manchester at 22%.
These results reflect both the successes and the challenges faced in Area 3, underscoring the need for targeted strategies to sustain progress in some parishes while addressing emerging concerns in others.
Highlighting further achievements, the Commissioner says Kingston Central and Kingston West in the Area 4 Division has seen declines in overall murder by 40% and 32% respectively. Over in the Area 5 Division, murders went down by 21% in St. Catherine North. St. Catherine South saw an 18% dip, while St. Thomas registered a 10% drop. Commissioner Blake says overall, the country recorded a 14% decline in all major crimes.
Our ability to maintain law and order has been significantly bolstered through enhancements to our policing capabilities. A key initiative in this regard has been the launch of the Beat Officer Patrol Division. What began in Kingston and St. Andrew has now expanded to 12 divisions with 361 members, including 184 from Peace Headquarters deployed in Jamaica's urban centers. In addition to this, we have modernized our bike patrol unit with the introduction of new e-bikes. These e-bikes have proven to be versatile and efficient, allowing officers to navigate challenging terrains and congested areas while maintaining the agility and responsiveness needed to address criminal activities effectively.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness is urging Jamaicans to start screening for health problems earlier than the time generally recommended. The call was made at the recent annual general meeting of the Jamaica Medical Foundation and forms part of efforts to tackle a noticeable increase in the prevalence of non-communicable diseases, NCDs, among young persons. Risk Factor Program Development Officer in the ministry, Dr. Kathy Ann Williams, advised that while it is usual to begin executive profiles at age 40, younger persons need to take a proactive approach to know their health status. Dr. Williams said there's been an increase in childhood obesity, hypertension, and inactivity among young people, as well as a fast food-rich diet, all of which contribute to NCDs. The Ministry of Health is urging Jamaicans to access the many programs aimed at tackling NCDs. They include the Jamaica Moves program to combat physical inactivity, the Know Your Numbers program to encourage screening for early detection, as well as prioritized food labeling to address obesity, which is a modifiable risk for NCDs. The Consumer Affairs Commission CAC has been instructed to monitor the market on the sale of ice to ensure that consumers receive fair prices for the commodity. Consumers are being urged to report any instances of excessive pricing for ice to the CAC along with the necessary supporting documentation. The charge was given by the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce following approval for a temporary 6-month importation of ice. Portfolio Minister Senator Aubin Hill says the move was necessary following a massive fire at Pure National Limited, the island's largest manufacturer of ice. It was also necessary to ensure an adequate supply of ice during the holiday and to support key sectors such as tourism as well as the food and beverage industry. Pure National, which reports a 90% loss in its infrastructure, says it is working to restore operations and anticipates a full return to production by mid-2025. Following due diligence and consultations with local ice manufacturers, the ministry says it has sought a common external tariff (CET) suspension on ice to reduce importation costs and facilitate more competitive pricing for consumers. A response to the application, which is currently with the CARICOM Secretariat, is expected this month. And finally, thousands turned out to see the annual fireworks festival hosted by the Urban Development Corporation UDC as Jamaica bade farewell to 2024 and ushered in 2025. Attending the event at the Kingston waterfront location, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport Olivia Grange says despite the challenges faced by the country, the fireworks shows serve as an inspiration and motivation to strive for more.
We had the hurricanes, we had lots of rain, and it really had an impact on a number of our folks, our rural folks, and our very vulnerable folks who could not withstand the pressures of being flooded out. Those who are not able to afford good housing, they were impacted tremendously. I'm looking forward to 2025 and hope that it will be a better year and that we'll be in even a better position to help the vulnerable and those who need help.
The event was also attended by Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Favour Williams, who took time to reassure Jamaicans about the state of the country's finances.
We continue to be fiscally conservative while at the same time looking for and ensuring that we get significant economic growth in the future, which will benefit all Jamaicans wherever they are in whatever walks of life.
This year's fireworks event was held under the theme Life, Love and Harmony and took place at the Kingston waterfront, Ocho Rios Bay Beach in St. Anne and Harmony Beach Park in Montego Bay, St. James. The celebrations brought a sense of unity and joy to the island as Jamaicans looked ahead to a new year full of promise. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.